Hey everybody, it's Didi. I'm back again with a review of The Personal History of Rachel DuPree. This book I finished on Friday evening and I just had to come on and talk about it. It's a book that takes place in 1917, which is approximately 14 years after the marriage of Rachel and Isaac DuPree. They left Chicago 14 years earlier in order to move to South Dakota to a place called the Badlands to do farming, where they would purchase some land from the government at a very low rate. And the fact that they were two, they got to purchase even more land. Now, Rachel decided to do this because she wanted to have her own home. And she loved Isaac. So he decides to agree to marry her and to take her to the Badlands, where they will then set up home and a family and farm. Okay, so the story basically continues on like this, and we learn that Isaac is quite an ambitious man, and he has quite a few secrets as well. He is an ex-Buffalo soldier. So he has particular rapport with American Indians. He basically hates them. There's no other word to describe it but hate. He is racist towards American Indians. Now, that's not the whole story, and I'm not going to tell you the whole story because if you really want to read it, you read it. But I would say the book does a good job of describing the harsh, difficult lifestyle of farming in South Dakota. Now, another thing that's interesting in the book is that there are not very many African Americans historically that have become ranchers or farmers in this area of the Badlands. So in the book, Rachel and Isaac are practically the only Black family in this area of the Badlands. There are other ranchers that they know about, but they are much, much further away. Now, the book has many, many different themes that run through the book. So you have the theme of feminism, the theme of ambition, the theme of what is family life and what do you want for your children and how do you go about getting these things for your children. Also things like racism, racism towards Black people, racism towards American Indians. Yeah, it's an interesting take on a story. You even have historical characters in here, like there was Ida B. Wells Barnett has a chapter in this book, and if you know anything about African American history, Ida B. Wells was one of the first African American journalists. She went around reporting on stories, trying to advance African Americans as well as women. So it does. She has managed the name Anne Weisgarber has managed to give the story some historical background as well, which is a good thing because it's can be kind of it can be a little I won't say it was boring. But you kind of say, okay, so when is something going to happen, kind of thing. Because it's kind of depressing a little bit reading about this family, especially the Rachel and her children which are quite young. She has children from the ages of 12 to like 2 years old, and she's pregnant. And it's kind of harsh reading about all this hard labor these poor kids and this woman are having to do all day, every day, the same thing. But yeah, so the book I thought it was okay. I gave it 3.5 stars on Goodreads. I expected it to be a little different, a little better. And yeah, so I say give it a go if it was up for the Orange Prize in 2009. The Orange Prize in 2009 for new writers. I felt that this book was missing something. I couldn't put my finger on it, and I went to check on the writer of the book, Weisgarber, and she's not a black woman. She's a white woman. And I wondered to myself if it wasn't because of that, a white woman writing about this black family in the Badlands, if that was the reason why there was some kind of connection or something that was missing for me. At my book club, we discussed it, and there were a few white people there that sort of said the same thing for them. They felt that there was something that just didn't sit right for them. But in general, it's not a bad book. It's, like I said, I gave it 3.5 stars. It's a quick read. It's just over 300 pages. Give it a go. Bye-bye.